Hello, happy Friday. So Friday is the time to unwind and relax. And ഞങ്ങളുടെ വീട്ടിൽ always Friday is a pasta night. So this recipe is really simple. ഒത്തിരി ചീസും ക്രീമും അങ്ങനത്തെ സാധനങ്ങളൊന്നുമില്ല. Very simple to do. So let's jump into the recipe. Follow me. So I'm going to get some ingredients from my pantry. First of all, because it's pasta, I'm going to take my pasta. You can use any type of pasta. I'm going to use this one. Then, I like my pasta a little hot, so I'm going to use some chili flakes. Then a little bit garlic powder. I'm going to use fresh garlic, but still garlic powder adds more flavor. And Parmesan cheese, I'm going to use the real one, so not the powder. A little bit of oregano, and that's it from the pantry. So I'm going to just lay it all here, and I need some ingredients from the fridge. Okay, so vegetables, you can use any type of vegetables you like. I'm going to use mushrooms. So white mushrooms is what I'm using. Then some cherry tomatoes. Then a little bit of cream. And then definitely garlic. Okay? Okay, so I have all my ingredients laid out. Let's start the process. So அடுத்தது I'm going to do my tomatoes and garlic in the oven. So I'm preheating the oven for 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and you have to roast them for about 30 minutes. So it takes a little bit of time, so I'm going to put it in the oven, but you can always skip this and you can just saute it on the tawa on the stove. Just add a little bit of olive oil, cut your cherry tomatoes, and slice your garlic, and it will be done in 5 minutes. But what's the fun in that? Okay, so we are going to do it in the oven, and I'll show you how to do it. So first take a oven safe bowl, and then I'm going to use this is the base for my sauce. So I'm going to use like just maybe 10 or 12 of those cherry tomatoes, and then the garlic. Okay, so garlic, this side of it, just give it a cut. Okay, you can take a little bit of that skin off. Okay, and then just expose the garlic like this, and then take a foil. Okay, keep that there. Take a little olive oil and just pour it on that. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Just take the foil and don't wrap it tightly, just make it into a pouch like that. Okay, make it into a pouch and then keep it there, and then do the same thing with the tomatoes. Okay, just drizzle a little bit of olive oil. Olive oil is very good for health. It is compulsory. Other oils we can try to avoid, but olive oil you should use every day in your cooking a little bit. It's really necessary for our body. Okay, so again the same thing. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. Use your hands. God has given us 2 hands, right? So let's just use that, and then just mix it there, and then put this there, and it goes in the oven 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. It's a slow process, but it will be yummy. Okay, so my water is boiling. Don't forget to salt your water. This is the only time you get to salt your water, and the pasta will get cooked in that salt water, so don't forget that. And I'm going to use 2 cups of my pasta. Okay, and then give it a stir and let it do its work. My pasta is going to be cooking on the stove. My tomatoes and garlic are roasting in the oven, and I'm going to slice up some vegetables, and I'm going to enjoy a nice glass of wine. And when you use the wine for the sauce, please use a wine that you love to drink. Don't try to use some leftover wine or something that a friend gave and you didn't like it. Don't try to use that. Use a wine that you really like to drink, and not so much of it, just maybe a quarter cup. Okay, then cheers. So now I'm going to prepare the sauce. So I'm going to heat a pan and then I'm going to add some olive oil. I'm going to add some onion which I sliced big, and then some mushrooms. Feel free to add any vegetable you like, broccoli, spinach, anything. Add a little bit of salt. Some chili flakes. A little bit of garlic powder. And a little bit of oregano. The pasta water is full of flavors, so don't throw the pasta water away. That is your stock to make this sauce. No, you don't have to add any chicken broth or vegetable broth. The pasta water is really good enough. It has all the starch, all the flavors, so don't throw that away. Add 1 cup of that, a little bit of cream, a little bit of any wine you like, white wine, red wine, cooking wine, or you can totally leave that out, and then your sauce will be ready. Now I'm going to add a quarter cup of the wine. The wine will all evaporate, but the flavor will stay there. Now I'm going to add a little bit of that pasta water. Remember, this water has salt, so when you put salt in the beginning, just remember to adjust it accordingly. You can see how the tomatoes are all cooked and it's just bursting with all the flavors, and the garlic is in that packet there. And we are going to see how our garlic is doing. Look at that. See how it's just falling off. Nalla chuda. So see how it just falls off. Just mix everything and add it to your sauce. Now add your pasta. Now just add maybe a quarter cup of your cream. A little bit of any herb you have, chives, parsley, whatever you like. Fresh is always better, but if you don't have that, feel free to use the dried ones. After you add the cream, don't keep the flame on high, reduce it. And then garnish it with a little cheese if you like. You can again avoid this if you don't like cheese, but a little bit. And there you have it. Yummy, yummy pasta. Pasta is ready. I baked some chicken and I have my bread. Now I'm going to taste it. I'm going to add my chicken and a piece of bread. Wow, the garlic, it adds so much of flavor. Roasted garlic is the key ingredient to this dish, so it's just awesome. And the mushrooms and the tomatoes and the wine, it's just too good. So please try it and let me know what you think. Cheers. Have a lovely weekend.